Builder, builder of the wall, what's the sturdiest of them all? This week, we got our first look at prototypes for President Trump's proposed wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. 4 are made of solid concrete, 4 incorporate steel with concrete, and 1 is made of marshmallows to attract the fat kids. Hi, kid, they're big-boned. Testing begins next week when the Department of Homeland Security will evaluate how hard each wall would be to scale, cut through, or tunnel beneath. Meanwhile, a few other prototypes have already been rejected. For example, there was this wall, but they found it too easy to climb. Then there was a wall of Pink Floyd walls, which frankly was annoying and too easy to cut through, and anti-Semitic. Then there was my idea, a wall of cups. Send that bird back. Finally, this idea was rejected for being too awesome. It was a wall of Bill Hemmer and Lou Dobbs. I don't know about you, but I prefer to climb the real thing. What do you mean? In a wall. These people are disgusting. Katie, do you think the wall's ever going to happen?
I mean, I can't see the future, but I imagine at least a portion
I demand
of it
that you do.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I imagine a portion of it will probably occur. The whole thing, I don't know. But my point in all of this is, y'all have driven down the highway before, right? And there's houses on the other sides of the highway.
Yes.
And they build these really tall walls for miles and miles, only for the point of keeping the noise down for the houses on the other side of the highway.
That is so true.
So what is the big issue with them talking about building a wall here outside of, like, monetarily? We built, how much money do we spend on those walls?
You know what? That's such a great idea. Don't make it about illegal immigration. Make it about noise. We are building this to curb the noise from Mexico.
Those damn mariachi bands. Gotta stop those mariachi bands.
By the way, I love them.
Do you love them?
I love them. I love them. I always give them money.
I'll be sending one to your home.
Yes, exactly. Kat, how about you? Do you think this is going to happen?
I don't think any of these walls would keep me out of anywhere I wanted to go, but one wall would, and that would be a wall of compliments.
Wow.
Think about it. People just stand there. Kat, you're so smart. You're so pretty. Think about it, Greg. You're not short. It doesn't matter. Oh, wow, you are. You smile. You forget all about what you were trying to do.
That was complete. That's not a compliment.
That is backhanded.
It's kind of a compliment.
She has no front hand.
No.
Hey, Tyrus, you know, you want the wall because you just like walls.
I just don't like looking at things.
Yes.
I surround myself with walls. I don't like neighbors. Good morning. That's me. Matter of fact, I was very proud this week. My 3-year-old daughter told me in the morning. I said, "Good morning, sweetheart." She said, "What's good about it?" I'm like, "You're 3. You get it."
Yes.
You know. Unfortunately, I don't think the wall's probably going to happen, but psychologically, we might not need it. I mean, the numbers on illegal immigration is way down, and they're generally the fear of coming over the country, I think, is higher than it has ever been.
Yeah.
I personally like the wall to keep the drug trade out. Has nothing to do with the illegal immigrants with me, you know.
See, I want the wall to keep the drug trade in.
What? You know what? There's so many words I like to say, but the way the word works now, I can't say it. But that is literally mentally the most. What's another word for? Because you can't use that. Whatever that word is, that's what I feel that statement was.
Yeah, you could just say
all the heroin and cocaine and all that stuff that gets flushed into this country on the interstates and stuff like that. If we cut that off, we won't have as many problems. The crime will drop. If you cut the head of the snake off, there's still going to be drugs, but not in that point, and not to the point where people are being massacred and killed over it. Like there's a war in the streets over control of this drug trade.
Yeah, I just wonder if you can control something that people want, no matter what.
No, I don't think you can. I think, but cutting out the group that has a monopoly on it.
Yeah.
And the Mexican mafia has a monopoly on it to the point where they run the country.
Yeah.
The president of Mexico is there because they allow him to be there.
Rob, what kind of wall do you envision? Do you think it's going to be a full wall, a partial wall?
I think it's going to need to be
a wall.
Yeah. It's going to need to be a partial wall because there are people that have, like at the Rio Grande, have waterfront property. They don't want that in front of them.
Right.
It needs to be in spurts, here and there. You know, I'm all about preventing like illegal drug trade and the illegal immigrants and all that stuff too. But I think the biggest problem is going to be with the terrorists understand what we're doing, and not just the southern border, but the northern border.
Yeah.
And when they do come across, I don't want to get all morbid. When they do come across and there's a massive suicide bombing in an elementary school,
I gotcha.
We will knee-jerk react. Well, why don't we have a wall?
I agree. I agree.
It sucks.
It's not about Mexico.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
It's nothing to do. It has to do with one man and a dirty bomb getting in here.
And wait and see. They're going to do it. They're very, very aware of what they're doing, and regardless if we like it or not, there are people that want to kill us all simply because of the way we look.
So this is a perfect segue.
Yes.
I don't want a wall. I want a dome. I'm not kidding. I go back to what I said about imperviousness and the SDI.
I don't even know what that word means.
I like the sky. I think it's nice sometimes.
No. I'm talking about the fact that if you could create with technology a dome that would just monitor every part of the United States, who give a wall?
That sounds like hell.
No, it's heaven.
What if it
Embrace
compliments you?
Maybe then, yeah.
You can't have freedom without security, Kat.
Well, just beef up security. Add some more drones on the board. I mean, we have the technology now to where it can really make.
I wish there was a wall on the plane that I flew up here in, because this is a sweat on my chin. That's tequila.
Oh, that explains a lot.